lot of you have been asking what guitar I use to record all of my tracks, and it's this one right here. It's from J&D Guitars. I think I bought it for 120, 130 euros, so it's a really cheap guitar. This thing is really just made to start learning to play the guitar. I bought it I think 2 years ago just to have something in the studio to play the guitar. It's, as I said, not really good for playing live because it's not reliable. But if you have the possibility to record over and over again as you have in the studio, it's kind of fine. And usually the strings, if they are okay, you can get away with it. It has 2 pickups. You can select each one of them or also mix the 2 together. You have the volume knob and the tone knob. And that's pretty much it. You plug it in right here into your sound card, and then it just works as every guitar. As you might be able to see, one of the strings ripped, so that's the main reason why I have the guitar here with me. I need to go to the repair shop, get new strings, which I could of course also do myself, but also both knobs are making strange noises when I turn them, so I hope they can somehow fix it. Of course it's raining and that's my tram.
I try to see, but when you I try to breathe. Is it you or is it me? I don't know, I just keep letting it go.
Düsseldorf unfortunately only has one really good music store.
Hello.
Now that the guitar is fixed and I'm already here in the area, it's also time to fix this beard and hair situation. The weather is really bad, but at least today you can see the tower. Usually when it rains I'm just staying in the studio. I just had a really healthy breakfast and now it's time for the barber shop. It looks very strange without the beard, but I cut it myself. The beard's so wrong that you couldn't really rescue it. It will grow back just in a couple of weeks, so now straight back to the studio. It just looks so weird, I don't even recognize myself. So let's just continue where I left off yesterday. There is one guitar part in the fall track that needs to be replaced, and with the new strings this should be a piece of cake. So before recording the guitar I of course need to tune it. I have an app for that, it's called Guitar Tuner. I think it's for free, it just automatically detects if the tone is right, makes a beep sound, and that's probably the easiest way to tune your guitar. Okay, all perfect and ready to go. The guitar is now directly connected to the sound card. I usually go with the middle setting, that is mixing both of the pickups. This way I get the least amount of interference. If you just use the bottom one or the top one, it kind of makes a weird noise with the speakers. The volume knob is usually all the way up, and the tone knob I don't even really touch. If I want to change the sound of the guitar, I do it directly in the computer. The settings and possibilities you have with Guitar Rig are way superior than these 2 knobs. Also, when it comes to guitar playing, I'm not really the best. It's barely enough to record the guitar for my own productions and correct a whole lot in the post-production process. I learned it way too late and I could never play in a band or live, it's just not good enough. So now let me re-record the bridge part where I made a little mistake. When it's all corrected, I will have all of the parts that I need to finish the fall track. This right here is the guitar part that I replaced. It sounds now a lot better, the mistake is gone. That's what it sounds like without any of the effects. Extremely boring. The first plugin I'm always putting on top of my guitar is Guitar Rig. It's a plugin by Native Instruments and it kind of has everything you need to make electronic guitar and bass sounds. It's kind of trying to simulate a guitar amp and all of the effects you usually need for guitars. You have here a lot of presets with all kinds of weird things that change up the sound a whole lot. I think you get the point. You can play around with it a whole lot and make all kinds of very unique and interesting sounds. I always go for a very clean guitar sound. That's just what I like the most, what I think fits the best to my style, to my music. And making it is actually super easy. You don't need a whole lot of effects. Usually a guitar amp that doesn't do that much, a little bit of EQing, reverb, maybe a bit of delay, and that's pretty much it. That's at the end the one that I use for my guitar sound. It has a delay here, a little bit of EQing the amp, and a bit of reverb. Then next up in the chain is EQ, just cutting away everything below 170 Hz just to clean up the low end. Then my go-to tool for making sounds white, it's the S1 Imager by Waves. You just turn up the width knob and you get a white sound. This way I can separate the voice from the guitar. They actually share a very similar frequency range. So in most tracks you will have either a voice or a guitar playing, or have one of them really quiet just in the background. But by spreading it out, the guitar, you get a lot of space in the middle for the vocal, and you can kind of get away playing both at the same time, almost equally loud. The next plugin I have here in the chain is just a creative filter to do automations of the filter, cutting away some of the high frequencies when I need the space for the vocals. And the last plugin is actually on a bus. It's the reverb, the Valhalla Vintage Verb, with quite a lot of decay time. Now let me play you the final result, the recorded guitar with all of the effects. Now again, without anything. And now again with the effects. This right here is the automation of the filter, just to get a little bit of movement into the guitar and make the track interesting. Now that the guitar is fixed, I got all of the elements that I need to finish the track. There is nothing else to do or to add or to change. I just have to mix everything, and iZotope just sent me an email with their Neutron plugin. It's a special one just made for mixing. A lot of you have suggested me trying it out, and I will now play around with it for the rest of the day and probably start doing the proper mix of the track with the plugin tomorrow. I just need to try out a couple of things before really using it on one of my tracks.
I don't know why you just keep letting us go. It's time to know when we both can finally grow.
This Neutron plugin is really amazing. It's also really amazing to get supported by iZotope. Really makes me happy. I had a lot of fun working with the plugin. I even decided to mix the track as I would usually do. I did all of that, also the automation. so that I can compare what I will do tomorrow with the Neutron plugin and really see how much better it is working with it. Just playing a bit around with it, it's amazing. It does stuff automatically you would usually never do, never even think of, and kind of creates plugins. Just 1 second. Yeah, das will ich schon. Yeah, it's already way past 10, so Vanessa called asking me where I am. That's how good that plugin was. I just played around with it. I even applied it to the Not Scared track and could even improve it. So I think I will also remix the entire Not Scared track. It sounded already good, but I think I can get maybe 5% more out of it with the new plugin. And 5% is a whole lot if it comes to mixing and the final stages of mixing. But yeah, more on that tomorrow. I really need to hurry up. It's way too late. Every time I turn on the camera I have to laugh a little bit looking at myself. It's really weird. I don't even know how Vanessa will react seeing me like this. Sieht gut aus? Besser oder schlechter?
Go!